5 minutes late. Okay, we're live. Cool. We're 5 minutes late. I'll get my advertising done after. I took too long in the shower, but we're here in time. It's a little concerned, to say the least. Alright, let's just finish out a lap so that we're registered before we time out of that. So I saw a lot of people hating on this track because it's slapped together pretty quickly, which is kind of obvious based on the scenery and everything. And it's made by the community manager of Nadeo, Phoebe. I really don't think it's that bad. I don't really understand why people are complaining, but maybe I just have bad taste in track. But it is clear they need more map makers, because yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be asking for them if we didn't need them. I mean, look at the name of the map. They need more maps. So, I will attempt to help. I'm not a very creative person. I don't have the best artistic skills. But who am I to not answer the call for help? So we will try. But first we need to focus on getting a decent qualifying time. I imagine there's not many players today. Also, I just realized. Let's not have me sitting in silence the whole time again. Okay, we do a little right left there. Okay, could have taken that faster. That jump's a bit precarious. That's where I crashed in my last run. Oh. Alright, we can definitely get a sub-minute. Faster than that's gonna take some doing. Yeah, it's definitely not worth it, just take the jump. Alright, we need to get a run going at the very least. Also, Wosile has an insane time. As always. The Enduro god. Also, I think he's gonna qualify for the World Cup with the esports, whatever they're calling the World Championship this year. Just based on his performance in the Elite Cup so far. Nope, I started drifting too early. We only have 5 minutes left to make something happen. That's not good. Okay, that wasn't great, but we'll take it. We just need a run. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, we saved that turn. Okay, that should be at least a couple seconds. Very close to the sub-minute I want. So let's try and improve one more time. Oh, my steering got locked for a sec. That was weird. I do need to replace my keyboard sooner rather than later. Fun fact, the right side of my spacebar is actually broken from playing so much Trackmania. So I have to use the left side now. Actually, you know what? I don't even think it was Trackmania. I don't normally use the right side, even before it was broken for Trackmania. I normally use it when I'm typing. But I think I typed so hard I broke it. So, I mean, take that as you will. Who's to say? Maybe it was Trackmania. Okay, now I can't get a run started again. What am I doing? Okay, we got 1.5 attempts. Looks like we'll be Div 2 though. Just based on our position in the leaderboard. People are predicting Wosile will lap everyone. I mean, just look at the time. It's insane. He's literally second faster on the first lap pace than everyone else. Okay. Oh, we lost our chance of PBing again, but that's okay. Actually, maybe if we super risk it, we can still PB. Get under the second mark. No. Nope, not happening. Not happening. Alright, well, Div 2 is pretty nice. Let me see what I can do about advertising my stream, since I didn't have an opportunity to. Since I was so rushed. Okay. Okay. A 1. A 2. A 3. And a 4. Okay. That should be good. That should be alright. Ready to miss the jump, yeah. Don't crash flags, that will be tough. That's okay, I will say the one part I really don't like of this track is this jump right here. Where you had to like jump like realistically you need to jump in between the flags, which is so messed up. Or you save it by like slowing down super hard, but that doesn't feel good. Alright. It's time to go. We got a long one. This might be the longest one yet. And we crashed the very start. Not a good sign. But we're not the only ones, so. And honestly, we caught up to the pack again anyway. Okay, that was me playing with ghosts on moment. I could not see where the tree was. But I'm not a coward. I will play with the ghosts on. That jump is so scary. it really doesn't feel like you're gonna make it. Yeah, we're gonna reset there actually. Gonna lose all our spots. But that's okay. Now we can actually see. That's a big plus. Seems like a lot of people are making mistakes this time around. Okay, that time it felt a bit better. That jump felt a bit safer. I actually had to slow down a little so I didn't crash. Everyone's gonna crash that. I don't blame them. I'm gonna crash that too, you know? I'm not sure if that's the optimal way to be doing that, but it feels like it should be. It feels like that's the intent, even if it's not like the fastest way. Go. Slight crash, that's okay. Better than full crashing that. I messed up the drift, I managed to save it. Yeah. Alright, so after this ends, we're gonna try track making for the first time ever. What kind of track do I want to make? I guess it should be something I'm familiar with. I need to decide, do I attempt making like a weekly shorts map or a Grand Enduro? But I mean, clearly Grand Enduro needs maps, so maybe that's the way. But I don't want to just make slop that just gets put in just because it's you know, the only option, so. Have to experiment. And we do need to decide what kind of map we're doing. Whether it be, I mean, I know it's so stereotypical to do a dirt map, but come on. I think dirt's like the thing I'd be the most comfortable making. Or, ooh, wait, what if I make a desert car enduro map? Is that a good idea? Probably not. I think I'd make the player base very upset if I did that. But at the same time, like, nobody else has done a alt car enduro yet. Well, maybe I should make sure I can make a good map first. Oh my god. Alright, we're saving this now. Maybe I should make sure I can make a good map first before I attempt to push my agenda for Desert Car. Because if it's a Desert Car map, that'd be one thing, but if it's a bad Desert Car map, they will never forgive me. Also, I'm just crashing so hard. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that will make that our ultimate goal, is to get a Desert Car map into the Grand Enduro, into the weekly Grands. Maybe we'll need to start with another kind of map first, though. Yeah. Alright, something to think about, but I think more importantly we need to learn the track editor. Like, I'm not kidding, I have zero experience with the track editor. I've never touched it. I'm not much of a developer myself. I mean, back in the day, I used Time Splitters, Future Perfect, if anybody remembers that game. Had a great editor where you could like insert special events through like a basic scripting language. And it had like a basic map editor, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. It's like on the GameCube, it's crazy. Like just this game on the GameCube back in the day. Well, it was also on like the Xbox and the PS2 or whatever, but you know. I was a GameCube kid, so I played on the GameCube, and it was kind of crazy that this map editor existed on it. So it's kind of cool that Trackmania has the same thing, but I've just never touched it. And yeah, last time I touched anything like that was back when I was playing Time Splitters Future Perfect way back when. Or I guess I kind of made some. I experimented a little bit in like Gmod making stuff in Lua code and the Hammer editor, and just making stuff through like the sandbox mode. So I guess there's that too, but I don't think I had anything come out particularly well. We're resetting that. I'm taking this jump. Yeah, I did see Sandbox came out recently. I do have a friend who made one of the more popular game modes on it, or at least I believe it's still one of the more popular game modes on it. Shoutouts to what do you call it this time? Marble Madness, something like that. It's whatever the highest rated Marble game on Sandbox is, that's his. I can tell you that for sure. Or he might have called it like Roll'em or no, Roll'em was the last one. I don't remember, but yeah. Shout out to Wave. Shout out to Marvel Games. But yeah, I need to. I'll consider buying it. I don't know. I did have a lot of fun with Gmod. Although I'd say a lot of that was playing TTT. Like a comical amount of hours of TTT, and this was back when TTT was new. Before it kind of dominated Gmod. In terms of player count. And it's playing TTT when it was there were like 4 or 5 servers running it. I was playing it before the detective was added. It's a fun game mode. Of course, you know, it's like, well, the most relatable for a lot of people would be Among Us. Although, similar to like Secret Hitler or what's that werewolf game? I don't remember exactly what it's called, but there's a werewolf game that's similar. But yeah. It's it'll be tough to learn the track editor. Well, maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be easy to learn the track editor. We shall see. I think I'm more. It might be more limited by my creative abilities than anything, and that's gonna be harder to fix. I did say this would be a long one, and that is holding true. Seems like a bunch of people have given up. And we're only a quarter of the way done. And we're about 15 minutes in, so this one will be pretty much an hour on the dot. As far as track making goes, I don't think I'm going to use custom assets. Or maybe if there are downloadable ones, I think there are. Maybe I'll use downloadable custom assets, but I'm not going to make my own. I'm not good at that. I know myself well enough, I can't do that. So, let's see, try it out. Gotta catch up to the sauce fellow. My fellow American. Yo, sauce is crazy for that. Sauce is crazy for that way. The way he did that, or they. Oh, they're right behind me. Sauce is catching me, yeah. It's too slow. I think it's gonna be like this between us, yeah, it's gonna be like this between us until one of us makes a major mistake. Which, I mean, it'll probably be me. Being real. Oh, maybe it was sauce. Because the person behind me is no longer sauce. Someone else. Oh. I'm actually a little slow for the jump. I'm not a coward though. Oh my god. I knew it'd be risky. I think we're about to lap some people now, actually. Because the person I'm catching is not here. Okay, oh, I lost my spot. Never mind. I took it right back. That's right, sauce. I'm ready to catch your mistake too. So the next person's like 8 seconds ahead. Yeah. Okay, we got a bit of catching up to do. But we're in 16th now. So we can be happy about that. But we still got a lot of race to go. So much race to go. And I just lost my spot. Again, to sauce. Slamming the wall while fragile. Not savable. Okay. However I did that turn, that's not how you're supposed to do that. Okay. Oh, we really lost sauce. Or am I ahead of him? I kind of want to check, but I shouldn't. I need to check the full leaderboard, and that's not a good idea right now. Couldn't have gone that far ahead of me, but it's not. We're back in 16th, and the 2 people ahead of me are not him. So there's Wedge Mania. I thought Wedge Mania gave up. I saw them idling. Okay, not a great crash. It's okay. Pitch back up sooner or later. Maybe I shouldn't have respawned that, but it's my mistake to make. Oh, there's Sauce. Well, we failed enough times that now he's caught up. Now we're in the 20s. Well, it shouldn't be super far to gain back the spots I lost. I lost maybe 5 seconds, maybe slightly more. Oh my god. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. Maybe we do have a bit to catch up on. Further behind than I thought. I think I've been lapped. Just based on the times, I assume Merkola's lapped us, even if we didn't see it happen because of the respawns. Yeah. Had to have happened. Okay, slight crash. Finally catching up to one person. Okay. We're no longer catching up to one person. In fact, we're losing spots again. We're just gonna take that. We're just gonna take that. Oh my god. I forgot how long this one would be. We're not even halfway done. This is insane. unfortunate wall hit there. And there. I tried to drift, but it was never gonna happen. Not in that position. Master's given up, it looks like. Okay. Trying to catch with the lock and thistle, but I'm making too many mistakes. So I've been sitting like 5 seconds behind this whole time. There we go. Finally, pass back. Now we're in position to pass some. Oh, never mind. We were in position to pass some more, but now we're getting passed by Roll Pondal. Got him, and then Dr. Chillix, and we have spot 20. Good sus there. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but I'll take it. I will take that all the way to the bank. Oh, never mind, we lost it back. It was just lag. Thought he might have randomly respawned or something like that. Ooh, awful mistake for Roll Pondal. I can't take the jump either. Alright. So now we're 5 seconds behind the next player to get 20th spot back, which is Dr. Chillix. Might lose this spot in a sec. Almost certainly lose this spot actually. Yeah. Well, we're not far behind. almost equal. Okay, we passed someone. I think. No, we didn't. Now we have, though. Next up is negative prime. Meanwhile, I'm fighting to not get lapped by 9th place. Alright. Slight mistake by negative prime, but I think I made a similar mistake, so call it equal. Okay, now we're close. Have more speed. Oh no. Well, there goes that. Now we're back quite a few spots, I assume. 26th. But we're all in a pack together, so... Yeah, hit the road border there. No, that's not savable. Alright. Some more critical errors. We get lapped again by 1st place. I've never seen that flag before. I don't know what that flag is. Maybe one of the smaller European countries, like Liechtenstein or something. If I had to guess. Just based on vibes. Okay, that was so incredibly sus. We're so lucky that worked out the way it did. We were literally wobbling all over the place, bouncing off the road border, but we managed to not explode. Oh, locking thistle, no, missing the jump. That's so bad. Not enough speed? Cloud and Wolf isn't very fast here. We crashed, so... Nope, they crashed too. Okay, we're taking back spots. There's Rolpondal. Alright, we're catching up. We're eternally stuck in the 20s purgatory. Okay, barely survived that. Gotta catch up the vacuum Vinay. Or Viney. However it's supposed to be. Okay. 20 laps to go. 2/3 of the way done. Oh, Rapunzel. Awful mistake. Okay, slight crash. Back in 23rd. I see a chatter. On Zillion? I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry, but welcome to the chat. Welcome to the Grand Enduro. I think this has to be the longest one. This feels like the longest Grand Enduro we've had yet. Because it's gonna take about an hour on the dot. Starting to catch up, but I don't know. About 6 seconds. Just came in from Spammy J. I do not stream on Twitch. The reason why is I don't have enough bandwidth to upload streams to 2 sites, and if I stream on YouTube, it auto archives the stream for me, so I don't have to move it from Twitch or anything, so that it doesn't get deleted. But maybe someday I'll start multi-streaming. It's just easier for me to stream on YouTube. Failed that again. Very scary. Alright. Need to just survive the rest of this Grand Enduro. Because this is definitely a particularly brutal one. But you know, it's a map that was made last second by the community manager. So considering that, not too bad. We've been stuck in this like 23 through like 26 spot for so long. It'd be nice to escape it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Every time we come close, we make a big mistake and lose the spots immediately, which, you know, is a skill issue on my part, but it does suck. Do have a new person to pass, Airy. But I think a Rose Chow Chow is right behind me, so gonna have to be careful. Wait, we're starting to get close to 20th. It's looking doable again. Gonna have to drive clean now. Come on, Rose. Make a mistake. You know you wanna. I can't catch up. We're too equal in pace. Actually, my pace is probably slightly worse. Okay, mistakes were made. So, we'll take the spot for now. I don't think it'll last too long though. We are so very close to the final stretch. Definitely been a long Enduro. Not the toughest map we've had, but not an easy one. Probably right around the middle. Ooh, there's 21. Boom. Just like that, we're spot 21, one away from 20. And I'd be pretty happy with 20, so let's try and get that. About 3 seconds ahead. Ten laps to go. Let's try and make things happen. We'll save this. Now I'm scared, now that we're in the final few laps. Ooh, double crash, not good. Might lose my spot. Okay, I think we'll hold on to it, but we're very close to losing this 21st spot. We lost some time. Nope. That's not good. Okay. The person right behind me made the same exact mistake, so somehow we hold on to this spot despite that. But now we're even further behind 20, which is where we want to be. What am I doing? How'd I do that? Oh, now we lost this spot. Okay. Alright, let's get this spot back. Got 6 laps to go. Very little time left. Just about 5 minutes and some change. Based on our lap average. Just gotta hold out a little longer. Okay. This will be our 21st spot back. We have to hold on to it now, and that's going to be a difficult part. But we're very close to this 20th spot now. Some mistakes must have been made by people other than us. 5 laps left, the final stretch. Can we take this 20th spot? We shall see. Very close now. We're safing. I don't care. I don't think I have the right approach to go risky. But it pans out. Finally 20. We're gonna have to hold on to it. Did a minor bump. There's the spot. Oh, we might lose 21 as well. It's gonna be a close race now. And 19's not so far ahead of us. So we might get caught up in this race between us. Oh, I folded. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, only 3 laps to go. I don't know if we can catch up anymore. Like, we can see them. We're really not that far behind, but we're gonna need the full risk these last few laps. But it's still, you know, like 3-4 seconds, maybe 5 seconds for most of it, most of that pack. It's starting to catch back up to Zazaru. Yeah, there we go. That's 1. Okay, 2 laps to go. One spot needed for my goal. But I might lose this spot too. Okay. Bump there, it's not great. I'm really fighting for this spot. Okay, final lap coming up. The gap is really small now between me, 20th and 22nd. Oh, 19th place made a mistake. Hold up. We bumped the wall again. I don't think I'm catching up, but I have 20th. Yeah, no, I'm not catching up. But 20th place is good. That was our goal. We made it. Ooh, that's a tough one. Alright, let's take a look at the remaining players. See how far behind the players are. Actually, who's the last place player who hasn't disconnected? Craftneer. 7 laps behind. I don't think they're making it. Oh no. You gotta lock in, bro. He's not locking in. The exciting race at the end? Yes, it was. We're close to getting sub 20, but 20 is good. I'm happy with 20. Let's look at some other players that are left. Seems like almost everyone else is on their lap 60 now. Just a few stragglers that are further behind. That one jump was inducing a lot of errors? Yes, that one jump was really messed up. Can I change? There we go. Oh, hello. Can I not? Oh, do I need to like spectate myself? Hold on. I want to look at the jump, but it's not letting me. That's okay. So I think it's just these two racers left. I don't think Craftier is gonna make it. I'm gonna be honest. Chapstick Bomber should. Craftier, I think it's over. I don't think it's possible to make it at this point. Unless he starts pulling out some Wosile level laps. Yeah, Chapstick Bomber is gonna finish pretty much an hour on the dot. That's crazy. Definitely by far the longest Enduro we've had. We'll watch Chapstick finish it out at least. There we go. And that's gonna be our last finisher. Just I don't think it's possible for Craftier to finish with the amount of time left. Yeah, I know Craftier's got to be feeling the pressure to finish. Everyone's cheering him on. But it's got a little under 3 minutes to finish 3 laps, which on this map, that's a very tough ask. People believe he's gonna make it. I really don't. I'm sorry. I'm not a believer. Crash does it? Nah, probably. It's gonna be tough, that's for sure. Oh, not with the release. Oh, it's so over. It's never been so over before. I don't know how you feel in this position as this final player left. Yeah, the added pressure does make it more difficult. Especially since you can definitely see chat just talking. And knowing you're definitely the last person standing. But he's doing his best. And that's all I can ask for, really. Yeah, I think even world record lap wouldn't make it, because I think the world record was like 53. But that's how it goes. Still, last person standing, 45th first place. You didn't give up where 23 players gave up. Okay, like 20 players gave up on the map, so that's all you can ask. Actual hour driving, yeah. Alright. Now I'm gonna do something I have not done before. Since Phoebe is asking for tracks. What's the difference between simple and advanced? We're gonna try and make some tracks, or at least learn the track editor today, and maybe make tracks in the future while we wait for the weekly shorts. So what's the difference between simple and advanced? I have to take a look at simple first so I understand what the difference is. Okay, so simple is like used to steal strats from my weekly shorts discovery. Well, I upload them, so I can't say anything about people stealing my strats. And I will say after I upload, if I'm ever grinding the maps, I take a look at like Grenadi's discovery just to see if I missed anything crazy. Alright, looks like the difference is just that simple doesn't have all the layouts. Like I didn't see grass or anything like that. Let's see, building mode. Okay, mouse place, right mouse rotate, raise lower mouse wheel, enter racing mode, enter, and then free look mode, hold alt. Alright. I see. Okay, now this makes more sense. This is penalty. Okay. Where's like grass blocks, for example, though? Is it this? That doesn't seem right. Oh, here they are. Okay. Yes. Alright. So first we need our start block. And then okay, there's a little bit too many in the way, I will say. Okay, okay. This isn't so bad. It's just kind of hard to visualize what I'm building. Especially if I have to make a jump. Is there like a ramp? Maybe like this? Alright, we're just building a very simple map. Now these effect blocks, do they replace or do they go over something? So why isn't it aligning the same way? I'm going crazy. Cancel. Actually, I need to see this ramp. Oh, this isn't a ramp at all. Yeah, return to editor. I wanted a ramp there. that sharp of a ramp. That's not gonna do. Why does nothing align now? Hold on. I'm deleting this block, I don't like it anymore. Making nothing align right. There we go. A ramp block. And then finish. Alright. Whoops. Once again, keep getting surprised that it's not placing it at the start. Okay, I made this tricky just because of how sharp the turn into the ramp is. So I've made this unintentionally very tricky. There we go. Oh, did it not validate it? How do I validate? Oh, I see. I get it. I don't know why that finishes ice, but it's okay. Alright, let's cook the validation a little bit, at least. We're gonna need a very good drift though. Maybe a slight release before the jump. I think slight release before the jump, I can gain time by taking the downhill. Might move. The best move might be to neo slide it, which is very funny. Because I didn't really intend for it to be a neo slide map, but the space you're working with isn't. I didn't give a lot of space to work with. we should validate anyway because we need to, I want to test out adding scenery. Alright. Well, the time is validated. But let's try out some scenery. I could be cruel and add this to the jump. Well, maybe if I make a ring to jump through, that might be better. Or you know what? I'll make it a checkpoint ring. Ah, there we go. I like that idea actually. Checkpoint. I can't see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need the free block if I want to put it right in the middle. Wait, no, that works. Hold on. Needs to be up there. Let's check. That might be a little too high. No, it's just about right. Okay. That'll be our one functional edit. Let's focus on... Okay, well we're gonna need flagpoles because we... we're a little cruel. Okay. And then... That's a warn players that you need to make a left. Because I'm not a maniac. We'll do it. Oops. Get out of here. Why are you placing? Because I'm not hitting Alt. I'm hitting spacebar. Arrow. Okay, that's a bit better. And I guess we'll go for some winter trees. With bigger trees. Alright, we'll go for it. Okay, we'll do some billboards to cover up the empty space. I need bigger billboards. Maybe some towers. let's billboard was a better idea. Let's see. Aren't there big billboards? I'm so confused. Where are they? Just realized, are plastic blocks in the scenery instead of the regular? That's rather silly. IMO. Oh, here are the ramp blocks I was looking for. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Alright. I might just run with this. I knew scenery was going to be an issue for me, and I know I'm no good at scenery. But something we're going to have to learn. Could steal these. And oh, I lost them. Here. And then maybe we'll do some sort of block behind the okay, maybe not that one. Probably not that one either. a water pool beneath the jump. Okay. Back to the penalty. Oh, we're almost out of time. Something smaller. I think we need one more. I'll place that, and then something like that. Alright, I think that's gonna have to be okay. Let's validate. Doesn't look amazing, but for first attempt, I don't feel so bad. You know, at least it's not super easy. This map's actually quite difficult to hit first try. Sub 11. I think sub 11 is actually pretty good, but we'll try and improve once more. Okay. I feel like it can take more of the ramp, and that might be faster, but I'm not sure. Okay. Kinda worked. Just a little too low. Oh, that was actually almost perfect. Yeah, this map's low-key a little difficult. Alright, let's test the ramp theory. It's very close. Alright, I think... You know what? This is gonna be our validation. Map style. Short. Pick from file. Edit map thumbnail. How do I move? Oh. Okay. No custom music. Password for editing? No, I don't care. If somebody wants to edit it. Oh. All your chats just came through at once. I don't know why. I don't know why, but literally every single one of the chats that you made just came in all at once for me. I don't know if it's a OBS issue or a YouTube issue or whatever, but I only just saw them all. Alright, let me... Need to compute the shadows of the map. Default, I suppose. YouTube's acting up. I know Discord went down the other day. The original account appears to be broken. That's a shame. That's weird. Can't chat or comment. It's like he got muted. Yeah, he might have gotten shadow banned. This doesn't fit either. Says your account doesn't exist. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a shadow ban. Alright. You're 81st in the world on map 5. I actually didn't really check where I am as far as my how do I upload my track? Yeah, we'll upload it. How do I share it? There's much I need to figure out about this whole track process. Google making it so you have to verify age? I would say that's likely. Okay, I'm not submitting a track. Okay. So if I want to play it, do I... Maybe I have to upload it to my club. Probably shadow banned all non-verified accounts. That's probably pretty likely. And we'll upload this. Nice. Oh, you're right. I'm wasting too much time. Alright. New week PogChamp. New week PogChamp. Let me change the thumbnail really quick. World record's a whole second ahead on map 5. We'll take a look. We'll take a look. I have to change the thumbnail and then we'll take a look at last week. Need YouTube to load. If it'd like to. I know it's up. I see you chatting, which means it has to be up. I have to go to YouTube Studio. Let's see, content, live, edit. And change. Alright. Should be good now. Spawned at checkpoint. Oh, he is hacking. That's unfortunate. Alright. Let's take a look at last week. I see Cuppy and this records too, but not in wait. Yeah, there's multiple people doing this. Interesting. I have to assume it's all cheated, so we're gonna take a look at the two that didn't. Which is Edwin and Treox. Well, Cuppy hacked and still lost, but he's not the only hacker. I assume if they're doing it on multiple maps, it's a hack, but sometimes weirder things have happened. I remember that one map 3 where you could respawn at a random spot, and that wasn't a hack, that was just like some sort of glitch with the map. Alright. Interesting. It seems like Cuppy's on this one too, but with a legit... Nope. They're all hacking. Or are they? Wait. What? Well, Cuppy hacked and then still lost 3 players, but the other hacker won. That's actually really funny. Imagine starting a whole checkpoint ahead and still losing. Alright, let's see what happened on 3. Okay, yep. Infraliminal, I assume has to be legit, so yeah, we're seeing these 2 players, Awi Uwu and Cuppy, on all the tracks. But somehow still losing to legit players, which is funny. Somehow, some way. Also, this is the strat I was doing at first, and I swapped to the other side because I was convinced it was faster. But yeah, apparently if you get like a godlike bug slide, it is real fast. It is funny, it's every single map. I don't think we've ever seen that happen before. Cuppy obviously isn't. Oh, they like hook onto the side. Interesting.
Holy crap, Lois! I turned into a car.
What's this? Hold on. Is this legit?
Holy crap, Lois! I turned into a car.
There's a checkpoint, right? There's a checkpoint on this map, right? Is there not? Yeah, no, there's a checkpoint.
Holy crap, Lois! I turned
So
into
somehow glitched a checkpoint or whatever.
Holy crap, Lois! Holy.
And then of course, you know, Cuppy spawning at the checkpoint. Barely winning. Because of how low the speed is. Yep. Also, my time was insane on that map. I just want to say. And then Tubalicious. Time wasn't great on this one, that's for sure. Assume everyone else is legit. Now I see 1, 2, 3. So 2 cheaters. Crazy Dude Crook with the legit record, as expected, the LOL map master. So we're missing this player. Or am I going crazy? No, I just didn't have them on there. Okay, only Cupgo's cheating. Okay. Well, some interesting records. Some interesting records that week. And then is this another sponsored week that we have this time? I think this is another sponsored week. Is it Formula E? Or is it just a very thematic map? Okay, wait, the AT is not free. Seems like there's some shortcuts, I think. Also, I missed a checkpoint. Okay, we might have an interesting map 1 on our hands. Okay, I don't think there's shortcuts actually on second inspection. I thought I saw one, but I guess not. But, not a free AT. You're right on time, yes you are. The records of last week were ruined because of some cheaters. Some apparent cheating happened. But yeah, now we're discovering a new week. Very interesting map 01. I feel like we never have like actual tech turns on a map 01, but this one does. Kinda. Also, I'm like struggling to beat my my discovery. What is this? I know it's because I'm risking more, but still. What? Where is my car coming from? Why does it feel like I'm so much faster there? Oh my god, I still don't have the AT. I'm just confused about the speed I have there. Alright, we don't need to drift there, so that should save a lot of time. Lighter drift there, lighter drift here. Messed up that, that's okay. Yeah, don't drift there. That's the biggest mistake I made. Probably just take the turns wider in general. Gives you time to set up. Okay, not that wide. You know what? Why am I struggling with map 1? What's going on? I don't even think it's that hard. I just can't get a run to the finish. There we go. That's a lot better. Oh, based on that result, I'm not the only one. I wonder if OBS froze my chat again. So I had active chatters and now they disappeared. Let me check on YouTube. Or if it's an OBS problem. If YouTube loads. Because I know my chat well enough that I probably would have had more updates. No, it seems like it's accurate. Okay, just wanted to make sure since there was chat issues earlier. Looks fun for map 1? Yeah, this is a pretty good map 1. Like, this is way more interesting than like 90% of the map ones we get. Okay, top 100 time. Can definitely do better. But yeah, this is a tricky one. The AT was not free. I was surprised. I'm not sure how to approach that last turn. Yeah, I think it is just going super wide, but to set up for that beforehand is awkward. Okay, a little too much drifting there. Alright, we might move on in a sec. I feel like we can still improve, but let's not get too obsessed. We'll give it 2 more tries. Okay, I don't know what I clipped on there. I don't know if I'll count that one. Okay, last try. And yeah, we'll move on. Good map 1 though. Interesting map 1. Alright, we got ABB by Link TM. Okay. There's our slow map. Seems to be a train station. First one is airport. This one's a train station. What's next? A bus station? Also, this kind of reminds me of the Red Bull maps. Oh, that's the finish. Interesting. Like the one that goes through the subway. I think it's Vacation or Getaway or something like that. Also, it's 100% jumpable if you have enough speed. Just very difficult. Like so. Okay, awful following turn. Also, you can jump straight to this checkpoint too, for sure. Okay, this one looks a bit tricky too, to get AT. Not like cooked, but AT's not gonna be free. Yeah, you wanna take that smooth. And then straight to this checkpoint. And then boom. Oh! Missed the AT. I think it's because I drifted there. If I didn't drift the end, I would have lost 3 thousandths. Yeah, not a free AT. Yeah, this one's also a good map. Very obstacle heavy for as far as map O2s go in the weekly shorts. Which is good. We don't get enough of that. Non-easy AT, yeah? No, it's definitely not. I feel like that first trick is going to be difficult for some people to hit. Because you need to get the first part of the map smooth. I mean, I'm having difficulty with it. So I assume most people would. Not that good of a player, but, you know, I'd like to think I'm better than average. Quick Day T for the weeklies? Yeah, it seems so. Is this a sponsored week? Because I know the standards are different for the sponsored weeks, where they are allowed to be a bit different. Have stronger ATs. Different styles of maps. Alright, this should do it. As long as I don't mess up the end. This is sponsored. I assume for the Monaco Is it the E series again, or is it something else? Because I know I saw the Monaco signs. E pre, yeah, it's Formula E again. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it's a different sponsor or not, but it looks like it is Formula E. No bug abuser in the leaderboard. Okay, well, there's still time, don't worry. Although I assume they're going to be locked from setting times on the leaderboard after the shenanigans of last week. Well, this is like a legit glitch, but I don't think it is. I think it's just hacking. Maybe an improvement? Yeah, better end. I lost the 10th and end, that's crazy. It's crazy, I lost the 10th in the end. It is a glitch. Like, I just don't understand how you set it up, you know? No removed records. Interesting. I assume they'll patch it out then. KDC 1 week 72? Oh, okay. There you go. Okay, we're starting to get close to maxing out this map. Which makes sense since I'm a top 50 in the world or something like that right now. Which is pretty high for me even this early on. Still can definitely improve. Week 73. Yeah, this is 74. That's right. Yeah, last week was 73. Oh yeah, no, 100%. I agree. I agree KDC probably should have won. Just a little too low. Yeah, pretty much any time gain from this point on is just going to be in that jump. Oh, you lost grip a little too early. I'm a little slow. Yeah, I lost it. This AT is cooked in general. Yeah. It's pretty difficult. That's gotta be better. Alright, we'll leave it there. Exactly top 50 in the world. We're a big fan of the track-themed Formula tracks. I agree. But I think the last week that was sponsored by Formula E was pretty good. But the track of the days they have done, where it's like literally the tracks from real life, those are always awful because they don't drive well in Trackmania. Alright, we got a Tona map for map 3. Shouts to Tona. I think Tona... Oh, it's like a pick up the checkpoints in whatever order map. I see. Yeah, Tona used to be a developer for Nadeo. Now it's like a pro player, potentially. Yeah, map 4 and 5 from the last one were good. Yep, yep. I agree. Alright, I'm not really sure what order to pick these up in. Also, I see a reactor, I think. What is this? Hello? Why is there a wall here? Alright, we'll go around the wall, I suppose. He did well in yesterday's Elite Cup. I know he did well in Brazil, I think. The Brazil Elite Cup. I'm missing a checkpoint. This one. I feel like it's gonna be picking up the reactor, so I have to go. Why is there a reactor there? That's so weird. What were you thinking, Tona? Yeah, I feel like it might be... Get this checkpoint, do some sort of turnaround that grabs the reactor quickly, and then grab the other checkpoint to go straight to the end. Or maybe we do the left 3, then we go to that one, and do... What is with these walls? What's with the invisible walls? So we do this one, this one, this one, grab this, get the reactor quickly somehow, and go to the end. That's my theory. But getting that, the checkpoint and the reactor is very tough. Also there, is that a booster? You know the strat? I see. And the other way we could do this is boom, 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 go back for this. Go, no, that doesn't work. Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think that's the way to do it, is get the reactor, go left, and then come back. It's just if you could pick up that checkpoint, it'd be so much better. Bumper into CP, get reactor. I see. Arrow's a bumper. Can kinda do that. Oh, is this a reactor too? Ah. There's a reactor back there as well. So you could go this. Pick up this reactor. Oh, there's a bumper at the start. I didn't even notice that. And there's a bumper there. There are a lot of bumpers. Not sure how to use the bumper in the start, but we can certainly do this. Grab this. I missed the checkpoint. See, problem with this bumper is I have to back up to grab it. Unless he can go... that might be better. Not really sure how to not flip when doing that. Maybe if you just full... Right. Interesting. There's definitely a lot to this map. Steal my strat after I do all the hard work. I'm not even finding these bumpers. I don't know if I'm the right person to steal from. Yeah, we could try that. Reactor. Bumper there bumps a little. Well, we can slow down for it. Hold on. That could work. So we go to this bumper, slow down a bit, grab this, and then go around to grab the other checkpoints. Yeah, that might be the way. Because if you have the right angle and speed, you can grab both. But you need to slow down. No, yeah, no, that seems like a good strat. I don't know if it's the strat, because this map has a lot of jank to it, looking at all the bumpers. I suspect it, like, you can do like the start bumper and then like do a nose bug or something ridiculous, just because of the way it sends you. But the strat seems to be the way for now. But it is a little tricky getting the right angle and speed. Alright, come on. We can do this. We've done it a couple times. Yeah, now I'm going too slow. I need to clear the hill. While grabbing it. Close. Okay, that's a little too far. And now I need to... I think I have the wrong order. I think I need to go right first. No, this is a very good map 3. And we come back around, grab this, go straight to the end. Still a little short of the AT, but doable with the strat. You get start bumper right, you can go straight to the CP and get reactor. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Yeah, if I get this well, I can do both. It would be a lot faster, but I don't. This bumper doesn't like me. Crazy idea. Alright, let's hear it. What's the crazy idea? I think with better execution I can do it this way. Start bumper, another reactor, bumper into CP crash into reactor. Yeah. I think that's doable, in theory. I just don't know if I can do that. Right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if the world record does that. I just don't know if that's something that's feasible for me to achieve right now. Anyway, there's the AT. Took quite a while. Not an easy one, that's for sure. Alright. We can try with this a few times, but we're gonna have to move on to the next map relatively soon. Direct CP is faster than double bumper. Okay. It's just this bumper is really awkward to take. I do think if you set up backwards like that, you can set up a nose bug. So I'm a little worried, or maybe not worried, maybe I'm hopeful that that's the world record strat, you know? Because you can definitely set up a nose bug that way. Like, you see what I'm doing? It looks so close to like a nose bug angle. That almost worked actually, that almost got me right through the checkpoint. Probably take hours for this, yeah. Alright, we'll give it a couple more attempts, but I do need to move on. Oh, see? I got a nose bug there. Wasn't exactly where I wanted to go, but you see the potential. Oh, that time I just slowed down too much. Yeah, it might be land on the hill with the nose bug. And somehow pick up the checkpoint or reactor. It feels theoretically possible. Alright. Great map 3. Gotta move on. We could spend all day on that map, but I gotta take a look at the other ones. So we got Nissan. Let's see what we have for map 4 this week. They're using the scenery as like part of the track. Gotta like do that and not crash. Maybe, yeah, that's a lot better. I assume, yeah. Oh, what the? Hold on, that's a far jump. That was a much further jump than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, this AT seems pretty difficult as well. Because, one, you have to land that well, and two, you actually need a good amount of speed. Let's see if with a worse run but a better landing we can do it. It wasn't close. I don't think that would have done it. So you need a good run. So like this. Nose dive. And then set up here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you need to grab the magnet up there. Yeah, I wonder what the general opinion, the general consensus on this weekly shorts is, because I think this is really good. But I know people complain about the last sponsored week, which I felt was pretty similar to this one, but maybe that's just me. Okay, we kept more grip there, so slight PB. Okay. Yeah, maybe a lower jump onto the magnet. Starting to run out of ways to save time though. And a way to jump lower there. Like, you need to get to the magnet quickly, but if you can get to the lower part of the magnet, that might be better. I'm not sure though. Maybe it's better to grip onto the higher part, so you can use gravity to accelerate more when you're steering down. I don't know if that's how it works on magnet. Who knows? See, we lost grip there though. Okay. Ooh, better start. Ooh, this should be good. That should be pretty good. I think we'll take that PB for sure. Alright, we'll give it a few more attempts, but we're gonna move on to map 5 soon. Pretty happy with that run. I'd say this is the weakest one so far, but this one's very good for map 4. And I normally hate map 4, so... that's just how it goes for me. Map 4 is always like the filler map, IMO. Oh, that one was close. That was a really good jump angle because that run was a lot slower, but still almost beat it. So I think better start with that kind of jump would be the way. There's like here. Alright, last 2 tries. I didn't air too long in that one. I didn't count. Too much airtime. Need to ramp cut that. We'll still try though. Alright. We'll give this one a +2. Very good for map 4. And we have map 5. Uh-oh. Oh, this is like Line Racer. Amazing. Oh, hold on. Do I need to go... I think I need to go up there first. Which means I need to build up speed here. Or not. How am I slower? I'm a little confused, but sure. Yeah, this is Line Racer. Insane. Seems like there's multiple paths though. Because I definitely didn't pick up this bottom checkpoint here. Interesting. There are multiple paths. And then what? Oh, what is going on here? Oh, you can go back left to right. You're not stuck. This is a tricky map 5. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna go down here. I bounced. No, I don't want a magnet zoop. I tried to slow down, but wasn't enough. Alright, we'll try this upper pass since I had a lot of speed. Oh, I had too much speed. That's amazing. I need to slow down. Alright, do I have a lot of speed? Yeah. Not enough, because I lost some of it. We'll go this way. Yeah, it's magnet. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I slowed down too much. Hold on. I just didn't want to overjump it. Okay, that would have been pretty close to AT. Nope. A little too slow. Okay. Not quite. This is a very tricky map 5. I wasn't ready for something like this. Oh my god, please. I'm like barely not making this path. Oh, I missed a lot of the booster. I missed so many of the boosters. I had too much air time. That would have been it otherwise. Alright, we gotta go lower path. Oh my god. Not getting that zoop to fling you over is so hard on that path. How? You have to slow down so much for that. I still flung. That's crazy. Math 3 by far the best? I think I agree. I think I could agree with that. You're back. Just in time to watch me struggle with map 5. I'm running out of time before the cup of the day starts. I came close to getting the AT, I just messed up the end of my PB. But now I can't get a run fast enough to do this part, right? Like, that's not anywhere near fast enough to make it. Okay, this should work. Nope. Okay. Did we play the same map 5? I don't know. You tell me. It's the map 5 I saw. I overshot it. Yeah, there's a path up there. But you need good speed on the start to make it. So if you don't have enough speed, you're cooked. You had too much? Interesting. Okay. No, I crashed the checkpoint. I had it. It was a little too high. Oh, this should do it. No, too much speed. I gotta go to Cup of the Day, but I really want to do this first. Okay. No, that's not gonna work. I don't know how I lose speed there. What the hell? Okay, we're a little slower, but this should work as long as we get the end right. Still behind. Alright. I have to move to Cup of the Day, but really want to get this. Okay, much better speed. That should do it. There we go, finally. Alright. we gotta go Cup of the Day. We're late. We're already late. Oh, and it's an Ares 90 map. It's an Ares 90 map. Oh no. Oh god. 2-lap Aries 90 map. No, this is definitely a good weekly shorts week. Oh, why is the road becoming slippery? Oh my god. What is this? It turned into rice? It turns into a rice map? What is this? It goes from a regular rally map to a rice map. Alright, bye bye. Have a good rest of your day. What is this cup of the day? I literally cannot believe it turns into rice. I don't even understand how he did it. I guess it's not really a multi-lap. It's some sort of trick. It has to be. I'm just in shock. Here he's done it again. The madman. Okay, let's see if we can get gold. I just don't really understand how I built this map. Seems like people are going backwards for some reason. Maybe backwards is faster? Come on, we'll try it too. Okay, he put some sort of weird effect on the map, as he always does. As he's known to do. I don't really understand how going backwards could be faster, but I see enough people doing it that I have to try. No, never mind. I'm just going forwards. I don't like backwards. Sunday fun day for the couple of days. Yeah, we had to slow down at the start of the race part. It's the only way to make it work. Alright, there's gold. Oh my god. I'm not a rally car expert, so this is a little difficult for me. I got greedy. I forgot how sharp the turn was there. Oh, I overslid. That's okay. That's okay. like PB. Feels like I did the... Felt like they did the rice part worse. People are struggling to get silver. I don't blame them on this kind of map. Now I'm over sliding. Close to PB, but not quite. I got like a try and a half. Ooh, much better start. Missed the checkpoint. Alright, last try. Okay, we might be able to get a last second PB here. Oh! More than a last second PB, that was a crazy PB. That puts me, what, like Div 5? That's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, if only the server would load. Yeah, Div 5. That's a lot higher than my normal division. I just gotta focus on not getting knocked out. What's my name? Eel or Leo? So, funny thing about, you can probably just go by Eel Leo, but I actually just use EO, and I appended a new thing on the end of it when I need to. So it was EO, then EO Leo for Yu-Gi-Oh, and I had to do EO Leo Weo for Trackmania. So really it's just EO. But it doesn't matter too much to me. Okay, why is this warm-up run going crazy? Okay, never mind. That's too fast. But yeah, if there's just EO Leo and Trackmania available when I signed up for it, I would have just done that. The problem is EO's too short for most sites. Alright, let's see. I'm tapping like crazy, but it's building up so much speed. Maybe PB? Yeah, PB. That was a good run. Fortunately, I feel like that's just gonna curse me for the rest of this cup of the day. I'm gonna like slide out off the map next round. Alright, let's try not to get eliminated first round. Whoa. Okay, we're not gonna respawn that. I think respawning that would have been a mistake. I think we're safe, but definitely a slower run. Okay. %20 will crash or slide out every run. Yeah, probably. Even in Div 5, most people aren't really rally players. And the transition between regular rally and ice is a bit awkward. Well, I slid out a bit there. We recover. Still not a bad run. Transition kills so many runs, yeah. For sure. little slow in this run. Oh. Ugh. Okay, bit awkward. I think we saved it though. Yeah, that should be fine. I was 7th when I crashed, yeah. Well, it should have been slow, and then I cut through a different cut than what I normally do. Which was faster, but that way is super risky. Oh. Yeah, it was already transitioning to ice. I wasn't slow enough to slide properly. And I'm a little close to the elimination zone. Dangerously close. Okay, hold on. Whoa there. Gotta relax for a second. I really did almost get flung off the map. Can't believe I still got 22nd after that. Okay. It's lucky not to crash. I agree. Uh oh, that's not good. That's quite bad. Maybe savable, but we're gonna have to get lucky. No, I don't think it's happening. I think that's end of the road for me. Message retracted. Oh well. That's how it goes. The cup of the days. So last thing to do is check out the new weekly grand. So we'll do one try of it. One try, hopefully get the AT, and then we'll close out stream. Yeah, it was a good run. I mean, I got 20. I got Div 5, like 30th, so that's pretty good by my standards. See how. Whoa, that's a big jump. How the weekly grand is this week. It's a lot wider than it was for the last one, which is probably a good thing. It seems like the CPU cars are driving on the outside. So the mapper decided to play nice this time around. Okay, it's a nice mixed track. And I think it should be pretty easy to get the AT, just based on our pace. Maybe. Actually, our pace isn't that good. Oh, we'll see. We'll get faster as we play it. Yeah, I think you want to take more to downhill. That's my biggest issue. And then kind of inside there. Okay, that can be done. More safer than what we had last week, yes. But last week was put together last second by Phoebe, so I'm not gonna complain much about last week. Because Nadea's community manager had to quickly whip something up because there's like no maps in the queue or something like that. Ooh, don't like that respawn. Yeah, you want to like land that downhill there. That's actually a little tricky. Yeah, and then kind of inside there. Hello, Mr. Car. Okay, I think it should still be fine. First. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Actually, yeah, we'll get a little bit of the downhill that time. you can jump that part. Now I'm looking at it. But we'll try it next lap. Okay, well, we're not jumping it this time. We don't have enough speed to. Okay, yeah, we're well on our time to get AT. Definitely a shorter map than last week, so this time the Grand Enduro won't be as brutal. I feel like it might be possible still, but you have to be going very fast. Alright, last lap. And we're well ahead of pace. By like an order of magnitude. Might beat it by a whole minute. No, probably not. We're a little short of that. Close up, close. Okay, not bad. First try AT. I think Grand Enduro will be fun next week. We'll upvote that. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today's stream. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back next week with another weekly shorts and Grand Enduro stream. I'll see you all then.